After several failed attempts at making banana bread, I have a recipe for you guys. Hi and welcome. You can pair this with yogurt, ice cream, or whatnot. So into a bowl, you're going to mash 3 overripe bananas, and you're going to use either a fork or your whisk. In other cases, people tend to blend it, but I love the little bananas in it. Now, after mixing properly, you're going to add half cup of sugar. Please watch this video so you can have a better understanding. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder and mix. I am actually working on other banana bread recipes and I'll be coming up with them shortly. So please make sure to stay tuned. You can do that by clicking on the subscribe button and turning on your post notification bell. Into that same bowl, I'll be adding half cup of melted margarine. To melt your margarine, please use the double boiler method, or you can proceed to place your pan on heat and let it melt gently. Now I'm going to mix properly. If you've watched to this extent, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like this video. I really would appreciate it. Thank you. One thing I realized about banana bread is, in as much as we say it is one of the easiest, it is not. Now, because of maybe the complexity, I'm here to give you the simplest recipe ever. This recipe can be used for commercial purposes and for home use. That is perfectly okay. Now I'm going to add my flavor, and my flavor of choice is butterscotch. I used a tablespoon of butterscotch flavor. This is half cup, so to this half cup of water I'm going to add a sachet of milk and 2 tablespoons of unsweetened yogurt. You can skip out the yogurt part and just add half cup of milk. Proceed to mix properly and make sure that everything is properly incorporated. Here I am mixing the wet ingredients together. I am going to proceed to add my eggs, and I'll be using 2 eggs. I decided to crack them separately because I love to make sure that my eggs are fresh before adding them. I do not want one bad egg to spoil my show. Make sure to mix properly because you're practically whisking at this point. You can whisk your eggs in another bowl before adding to your mixture. Whichever way you decide to whisk your eggs, it is perfectly fine, provided you whisk it properly. After whisking your eggs properly, you're going to set aside your bowl, this bowl actually, and focus on the dry ingredients. So to a pan, I'm going to measure 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. That is 1 cup of all-purpose flour and 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Then to it, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to mix it properly to make sure that every side contains baking powder, baking soda, and then I'm going to sift my flour. This is so as to get rid of dirt and to equally get rid of dirt and hard flour knots. This is what I speak of, and you're going to throw this away. To my wet ingredients, I'm going to add my flour in batches. I let this particular section of this video play in its full course because I want you to see how I mix, how I fold. So you're practically not going to over mix. You're just going to fold from side to side. While this is going on, make sure to preheat your pot. Now, this is practically how to bake banana bread without an oven. You can use your gas stove, you can use your charcoal pot, you can use your fireside, firewood practically, whichever way that is okay. You can layer your pot with sand, which is one of the traditional ways to bake, salt, a rack, or any other thing such as stones. That is okay, but I'll be using my clay pot just like that. Add the second batch and mix properly. Into my greased baking pan, I'm going to add my batter. To grease your pan, you can use butter, margarine, or oil. Line with parchment paper, that is if you have. But if you do not have a parchment paper, then proceed to grease your pan with either butter, margarine, or oil, and then dust with some flour and proceed to add your batter and let it bake. Now this baked for 50 minutes to an hour which is okay. And when it comes to the heat, I made sure that the heat was not too high. I regulated at different intervals, taking out firewood and letting charcoal cook it, finish it. And this is what we have. I forgot to mention, you can use whichever toppings of choice. Now, one thing that causes banana bread to flop is if your heat is too high. It is definitely going to sink for some people. So make sure to have it at the normal or right temperature. This is what we have, and we are going to let it cool. I'm just going to transfer it to this rack, and you can proceed to have this with yogurt. Most times I tend to have this with ice cream. Like I said, banana bread is actually a foolproof business plan here in Cameroon. Almost all ice cream spots have banana bread slices for sale, which is a good thing. Now this is what we have, and I want to show you my banana bread. I want you to see this. I was initially not going to share, but I decided to share. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave in the comments what you think of my banana bread recipe. This is the next day, and this is how our banana bread looks. I specifically reserved some to see how it looks, and this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll most definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye.